Yo, what's up everybody? It's Gray. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for checking out my fish garage. I want to do a quick video of my Jaguar tank, so let's check it out.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Alright, so to get started, this is my group of young, we'll call them sub-adult. The largest there in the center of your screen there is the dominant male. He is probably pushing about 7 inches, but these are Parachromis managuensis. These are Honduran Jags from my boy Dan Sharifi at Cichlids of the Americas. I got them about 9 months ago. They were maybe an inch and a half. And like I said, that largest male there is probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 7, maybe generous 8 inches. But as you can see, there are some that are kind of lagging behind, like that little lady there, I'm assuming. But most of them are fairly close in size. Really active group. As you can tell, there's not really many nipped fins. They're pretty gentle on each other. And I've kept Jaguars at various points throughout my fish keeping tenure, and I have found them to be pretty they've caught a bad rap in terms of their aggression. There is a little bit of conspecific aggression with these guys. Obviously, they're still relatively young, and whenever they do hit adulthood, it may be a problem. Obviously, this group is much too big. They can't stay in this tank forever. This is only a 125. So as soon as I get a pair that forms, I will be moving on from the rest and putting the pair into a larger tank. But for now, this is working out really well. I've got them with a group of silver dollars and then that one lone female Behaviour bifasciatus. Just hang on to her for a little bit. There was a much larger, probably 9.5, 10-inch female bifa in there, and she was an absolute terror. She was absolutely one of the meanest fish I think I've ever kept. And I think she was really kind of stunting the development of these guys a little bit in terms of pairing up. I am going to try to change the tank around just a bit to kind of give them some new feeling of some new confines and maybe get some breeding and pairing up going. That was actually at a suggestion of one of my subscribers, so I really appreciate that. It's a great idea. So I'll give this a little bit to kind of work itself out. It's only been a few days since the female bifa has been moved on, but these guys are looking great, doing great. They are very hardy eaters, and I will say the Honduran Jags really display some amazing blue in their finnage, blues and greens that you just don't see. That's a perfect example there. That you just don't see in some of the other Jags and some of the lower quality local fish store Jags. You're just not going to see much of that. Really striking markings, and these will continue to evolve and change over time. I've seen their parents. If you check out the Cichlids of the Americas Facebook page, Dan has some video of their parents, and they are absolutely amazing. So, been a really fun fish to keep. Really fun watching them grow. I've kept them, like I've mentioned a couple times in my fish keeping journey here, but never quite like this, never with a large group. And it has been really interesting to see them kind of interact with each other. Like I said, there's not a ton of aggression. I mean, as you can tell, not very many nip fins or anything like that. So these guys do get huge. If you are considering keeping them, that is definitely something to keep in mind. Full-grown male, obviously very old male, but full-grown male, you're looking at north of 1.5 feet. So for a lot of these guys, so that's definitely something to consider. But really fun species. Aggression I have found to be highly overrated. I've kept most of the Parachromis species. I think managuensis is the only one I haven't kept at this point. I have my multifasciatus pair in this tank here. I've kept dovi. And these guys are pretty chill, honestly. My dovi had pretty much all murdered each other well before this size, so pretty overrated on the Jags in terms of aggression. Super fun to feed them. They basically will eat anything that hits the water, so it's been a blast, like I said. But thank you guys so much for checking out the video. If you've liked it, please hit the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up. And we'll check you guys later. Thanks so much.